Look, I'm no football coach. I don't grade tape the way you do. Please tell me there were no minuses in the evaluation of Joe Burrow's game against Oklahoma. Were there any?
You know, I wouldn't give him a minus, but you asked him after the game. It wasn't his best game. He missed 2 touchdown passes to Jefferson, so he was disappointed.
Wow. That's what makes him great, Ed. What does it mean to you? I mean, you've talked all season long. Great state of Louisiana and the entire state behind LSU. To be able to play for the national championship after this landmark season, to be able to pursue that in New Orleans, what's the significance to you?
Well, obviously, it's about the team, and this team has worked very hard as our goal at the beginning of the year, although we never talked about it. We knew the national championship would be in New Orleans in our great state of Louisiana. We fought very hard every game to win every game, in which we did. To be able to play in the national championship is going to mean so much to our state of Louisiana, our players, and everybody that wore the purple and gold.
Coach, you've been around the game a long time. You've been around great individual players. You've coached with great teams. A lot of people are looking at this team as you get ready for one more. But going into it, is this the best team that you've seen, LSU? Is this the best team that you've seen, whether you've been on it or coached against it?
Going into it, it is the best so far. Obviously, we have to win this game to even think about that. Clemson is going to be a very, very big hurdle. But this is the most prolific offense I've ever been around. I've never seen anything like it. Joe Burrow's the best football player I've ever been on any team. We've had some Heisman winners, but I think this guy, along with the system that Steve Ensminger and Joe Brady's put in, is the best offense I've ever seen.
Coach, a lot of talk has been about your offense and how prolific that side of the ball is, but defensively, you guys kind of struggled early in the season, but in the latter part, you've come on very strong. Tell me, what has changed defensively with the Tigers?
You know, Coach Aranda did a great job after the Ole Miss game of challenging our defense. We challenge our best players. They have to play their best. Kiliman Chassaw had his best game last week. We're putting more pressure on the quarterback. Our best players are playing their best. The difference in our season right now is the way our defense has been playing.
Coach, you got to fill in America. We talked a little bit after the Home Depot Awards about this. How did you find Joe Brady in this offense and change the offense? How did you find him and recruit him, Coach?
You know, we have a great relationship with the Saints. Greg McMahon's on our staff, Pete Carmichael, Sean Payton. We asked them to come on over and clinic us on the 7 in the red zone. And we looked at some RPOs, and they said, we're going to bring a young guy that knows the RPOs from Penn State. It was Joe Brady. And I was over with the personnel. We had 2 different presentations going on that day. Our coaches said they loved Joe Brady and his presentation. We asked him to come back. What a tremendous young man. We had a chance to hire a passing game coordinator. We believed in the Saints. We believed in Sean Payton, Mickey Loomis, Pete Carmichael. They said this guy's an up-and-coming star. One of my friends I believe in, Kevin Rogers, coached him at William & Mary. He checked all the boxes, and he has been phenomenal ever since he's gotten here.
Well, it's been fun to watch him. You mentioned Clemson, Coach. Just a thought or two about that matchup. And you have Brent Venables going up against that prolific offense. And Dabo Swinney, team that hasn't lost in a couple years. They're going to come in there and accept that challenge, I'm sure, very, very with a lot of confidence themselves.
Oh, no question. They need to have confidence. Trevor hasn't lost a game. I was really impressed with the way he took the game in his hands against Ohio State. Etienne's a great player. They have big receivers. I have a lot of respect for Brent Venables. He's going to dial up some blitzers. We're going to have to pick him up. It's going to be a chess match the whole game. But you know what? This is why you play in the national championship, best against best.
We're going to get a chance to watch some football today. What's on the menu at the Orgeron household today? What do we got?
Well, Coco, my mom, made a special gumbo, but it was under one circumstance. We better win the game.
Well, now you're just trying to make me jealous. Ed, congratulations on a great season. Look forward to seeing you compete in the national championship game coming up in a couple weeks.
We're so glad you're watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports and analysis, download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, make sure you subscribe to ESPN+. We'll see you there.